Sue Lawson here for WEVA News Minutes, and joining me today is Steve Golub, Panasonic.
Now, let's talk about the camera itself, because this, I feel, is really made for the wedding videographer. It's got a 28mm lens right out of the box, so there's no need to add on an extra lens. That costs money and also makes the camera fall forward. And speaking of falling forward, the balance on this camera is just perfect. It's perfect front to back, and it's perfect side to side.
Let's talk about some of the features of this camera.
Let's switch to record. It tells me I have 9 minutes left on the card. Right now, we're in a pretty dark area over here, but let's look at, for the wedding photographer, the main thing is low light. And look at this, is black pants.
The detail is amazing because there's no additional lighting on him at all, and we are in a darkened booth here. And I'm not seeing the graininess that you usually do.
Exactly. That's why I'm so excited about this, because you really need low light. These weddings are getting lower and lower light. They're practically dangerous for the older people, you know?
Younger ones as well. Well, because the older people will trip over the younger ones.
Exactly. You have this ring here, which can be used for focus, manual focus. But if you're using autofocus, there's a switch over here to assign it to iris. So now this will be working iris, and your focus will...
Oh, that's nice. That's a huge change.
Yeah, and you have for the outdoor weddings in June with the hot sun, you have 64/16 and a quarter. So it's a 4-position neutral density filter.
You sound surprised.
That's great, yeah. Well, we're seeing this for the first time here at NAB. So the gain is really great. You got all the controls you need. You open this door and you put your SD card in there. You're good between 3 hours and 12 hours, depending on the mode you choose. Now, this beautiful footage up here was shot with the 1-pound camera, but it goes 6, 9, and 13 megabytes per second. But this camera does 6 for unattended, long term, 12 hours. And we took out the 9, we go to 13, and we added 2 new features, 17 and 21,
wow.
Which really is 24 total with the audio. This has pre-record for 3 seconds, so it's always recording, and then when you push the button go, it already has 3 seconds in the buffer. Yeah, this is the first AVCHD with time code, and also time date stamp for legal depositions. Overall, you got your LCD, you got your viewfinder, a big battery, big cards, this camera, solid state.
Big cards, little cards that carry a whole lot.
Tired of dropouts? This 32 gig card is available next month. It's solid state. It's so solid. You can bang the camera while it's playing. We did that last year. And the beauty about this is you can take this card and put it into a consumer plasma, and then I can also put it into this Blu-ray player, and it'll start to play, and this is $4.99. In a smaller camera, the HMC-150 will give you 5.3 hours to 12 hours. Someone was here this morning and said, how many minutes does this record? How many minutes? How many hours? You take away the feeling of, I don't have enough, I'm going to run out of tape. Also, both these HMC-150 and HMC-150 have the large battery, 5,800 milliamp, which will last 4 or 5 hours. So now 2 things are released from the shooter's mind, so he can concentrate on creativity and getting the right shots.
So for wedding and event videographers, this is ideal because it's eliminating some of the things that can cause stress on the job.
Correct. So small, it's amazing. This is like 007 or Mission Impossible.
Oh, you're right.
It's unbelievable. Mrs. Rosenberg, your son's bar mitzvah.
Now, what about cards? People will eventually need extra cards. How much do those require?
I'd like them to buy Panasonic cards because, number one, the temperature range is much higher than these cheaper cards that you might find. It goes from -25 to +85 centigrade. It's almost like boiling point, so you can shoot in the jungle, in humidity, in Florida, Miami in the summer. You can shoot on a ski slope or a winter scene where the limo pulls up in the snow. If your computer doesn't accept an SDHC high-capacity card, we have this $39.95. It changes the SDHC into USB.
This is amazing. What's the price point on these items?
This camera is going to, suggested list price will be under $4,500.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
And then now let's talk about the formats. These two previous cameras are 1080i only. This camera does 1080i 60, but 1080p 30, which is fantastic for science. It's high quality. 1080p 30 and 1080p 24 if you want to look like a movie. And then 720p 60, 30, and 24.
Yeah, a lot of versatility here.
Yeah.